for Mike Bliss, the Strawberry Hunt Award. Let's go to the play-by-play for the electric cars. The Electric-Core inaugural Formula Lightning race. Here was your starting lineup from qualifying earlier. Mark Folkert for Notre Dame starting on the pole. In the second row, Mike McGovern and Larry Crosser. In the third row, Paxton Mendelson and Richard Harrison. In row 4, Burt Young, Gene Cosmano, who is 71 years young, and Jim Ershaw rounding out the field. They qualified earlier, about a $50,000 race car here, powered by battery.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it certainly didn't slow those guys talking down any of the infield because you can't hear them running around here. These things are extremely quiet. You don't realize how much you miss the noise in automobile racing until there isn't any.
Well, your leader right now is Notre Dame University out of South Bend, Indiana.
Look at this. We've got a pass down there. Can't tell who that is.
Number 8 passing number 9. Actually, the number 9 car, that is a car that's powered by a couple of motors. Most of these cars only have one motor, but the number 9 car, I believe, has a pair of motors.
Yeah,
that's the Arizona State. In fact, Arizona State, not with 2, they have 4 motors in the car. The Wright State entry has 2 motors. There's car number 11. That is the Ohio University entry out of Athens, Ohio. Jim Earnshaw is the driver of that one. These cars qualified at upwards of 88 miles an hour. Mark Folkert, who is a Formula Atlantic driver driving for the University of Notre Dame, qualified at over 88.8 miles an hour. There is your trap speed at the end of the front straightaway. And once again, this is only the second outing for these cars. They ran an exhibition at Cleveland prior to the IndyCar. Dave, maybe you can get some more information for us down there. Ernie Holden is the guy who has helped put this whole show together. It's really neat and exciting, and it's a little unusual to hear him so quiet. Tell me the rationale behind this. What's the goal in running electric cars on a racetrack?
Well, Electric-Core has brought us here, and we're all working with the Department of Energy and Goodyear to try to put all identical cars on the track and let the universities design their own power systems. And when the green flag drops, you know, the noise stops. And we want to know at the end that somebody's designed a better power system, not that they had a better wing or a bigger tire or a different ground effect.
And obviously you've got some great young minds behind these cars. You've gone to the universities, and I would think that their help is very critical for the future of this kind of power.
Well, it's terrific. And our goal, Dave, is to have something for the university engineering schools to have a competition. I mean, they compete in football, they compete in baseball. Let's compete in Major League Auto Racing with the university.
I've been pretty intrigued as we talked with some of the crew guys about their enthusiasm for this. There's every bit as much spirit of competition over there in the electric pits as there are in the midget pits here tonight.
Oh, you bet. I think they love IRP. They're so happy with USAC and Electric-Core. They're just having a great night. And I think we're seeing the start of something important. We need jobs in America. We need nice cars. We need excitement, and it's here. And we got a pretty good battle for the lead going on as well. That's Ernie Holden, who helped put this thing together as the electric cars make their inaugural run here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. They get slower as they go. Is that the way that works? Well, usually, but I don't know if somebody's lagging behind. There are some new things out, like capacitors. Somebody might put a real fast move on at the end.
I see. So somebody could be saving a little. How about that move? Gary and Larry, this is way cool. That's called a racing sandwich right there. The problem is, with no sound, you can't hear a guy coming up behind you. You have to use the mirrors.
Now, they've actually said that they're going to try to put some sort of things on here called eco streaks so you can hear these things running, because they've almost run over some corner workers on the road course.
Well, Ohio State University right now is leading. That is Craig Taylor, the AC Propulsion. He has the lead being chased by the Notre Dame entry. Now, here is a replay. A slower car out in front. Notre Dame goes high. Ohio State goes low. A sandwich right there. He just had enough room to squeeze that number 7 car in there.
He certainly did, and Ohio State moved right back up in front of him and cut him off going into the corner. I tell you what, these are neat cars to run, you know, and people do things in these cars just like they do in real race cars. Stan Fox was supposed to drive one of these cars, and he was calling all over the place. He had Hiro Manchusov trying to get some hot batteries for him all the way from Japan. Some cedar batteries, you know, just like everybody else. And they've also got another little deal on there that they call it jump and control it. It's kind of like giving a shot of nitro, but you want to use it on the last straightaway because it blows the batteries out, and then you're all history.
Well, the fastest qualifiers, the 2 fastest qualifiers are now running at the front of the pack. And right now, Notre Dame is running in second position, but there can't be sandbagging because the batteries do wear down. You can save something for the end.
That's right. If you are economical, if you use just enough power to leave a big burst at the end, just like a runner would. He runs the 440 at one certain speed and runs the last lap at the fastest he can. You know, that could be what they're trying to do here.
Look at that, and there goes Notre Dame on the high side. There goes, oh my, there goes Ohio State, the low side.
So the one interesting thing about this, Gary, is you don't have to use sign language. If you don't like what the other guy's doing, you can just yell over and call him or whatever you want to.
Call him a name, he can hear you. They can hear the PA announcer down the front straightaway. We have 12 laps in, 3 laps to go. We drove one of these cars yesterday. It's amazing how quiet it is and how much you miss the noise.
You missed the reference. We were driving through the little road course down here in turn 1. You missed the reference as to what's going on with the speed.
Well, this is the Electric series, and Electric is a consortium of AC Delco Systems, Allison Transmission, PCI Energy, Indianapolis Power and Light, Northern Indiana Public Service Company, and Indiana Michigan Power. So all Indiana companies are providing the funding for this series, and we could see 6 or 8 of these races next year in support of like NASCAR, IndyCar, maybe back here at Raceway Park.
Yes, and it's nice to see all these companies getting involved, trying to give us some new sources of power, new energy for racing. Some of them are going very well. Everybody told us that Notre Dame was the team to beat, that they had a really hot car. Let me tell you what, this Ohio State entry seems to be just blowing them away right now.
Well, maybe Notre Dame has lost the battery. The Energizer Bunny is finally dying out.
I don't see anybody with a drum out there.
These are all Stewart chassis manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona. In fact, the rolling chassis costs about $29,000. Anytime you add the batteries, it can cost as much as $1,000 a piece. And some of these cars have 26 batteries on them. You add the motor, not an engine, a motor. You got about $50,000 tied up. And look at this. Here comes the checkered flag, and a lot of jubilation right there. Ohio State. Craig Taylor takes the victory out of Columbus, Ohio. In car number 3, he was the second fastest qualifier, but he takes the victory here in a smart drive. And I tell you what, some heads-up move in traffic.
Yes, he did a great job driving that car, because I'll tell you what, the corner speeds are pretty high on these things, and you do have to halfway driving around the corners. As we slip down in turn 3, though, I see one of them that doesn't have the Energizer battery in there. That baby's dead down there in turn 3. He's not
when you take a look at the qualifying speeds, actually Mark Folkert in the Notre Dame entry was 3 miles an hour faster in qualifying than Craig Taylor. So, in fact, did they run out of battery?
Well, there's some efficiency. I mean, you've got to make the thing run so many laps at such and such a speed. So there's efficiency really involved, and that's why the university is involved. They want to try to get these things going. And here we see the one who's the dead Energizer battery.
The Goodyear Eagles are not a problem. Tire wear is never a problem, but you can run out of batteries here at Indianapolis Raceway Park in this electric race. We're coming back. Raceway Park, first time ever on live television, the Formula Lightning cars, the University Division, and Ohio State takes the victory with Craig Taylor. Notre Dame was second with Mark Folkert, and then Crosser, McGovern, and Mendelson rounding out the top 5. And the remaining, number 4 and number 6 was Burt Young, then Richard Harrison, Jim Ershaw, and Gene Cosmano. Gene, 71 years old. Hey, we may see you out of retirement, Rice, driving one of these cars next season, huh?
That's right.
Go back.